I just want to clarify something. Somebody showed me at this called WhatsApp, that in the yeshuvim around Gaza, so there's two yeshuvim that are Shemer Shabbos. Totally Shemer Shabbos, close the gates of Shabbos. And the picture that the Chabri, the terrorists, wanted to go in, they couldn't get in because the gates were locked for Shabbos. And so over there, these two yeshuvim, they didn't manage to get in. So somebody added a note. I don't know if I should be mephasing this, I don't know if I should say this, it might make people feel bad. As you were saying, this reminds me that there was once in Eretz Yisroel, students that were traveling, and they were attacked with terrorists, they were killed. And at that time was the matzav was at its height. And they checked the school, and the mezuzahs that were found not kosher was around the number of the students that were killed by terrorists. So at that time, the newspapers attacked the Rebbe, that the Rebbe is saying that because you don't have a mezuzah, you're going to get killed. So he also probably, because they didn't keep Shabbos, they're going to, the Rebbe said chas v'sholom. That's not what he's saying. But we're living in a dangerous world. And when you're out at war, there's such a thing as a helmet, there's such a thing as armor that protects you. And a mezuzah is a helmet that protects. So every Yid has to have kol tuv, hanir, v'anigur. But we're living in a dangerous world. And the Eibishter said, if Imruchu koisvei telechu, and the Rebbe said, Nesicha im, Chalze is Loshen Tachnunim, the Eibishter begs, please, koisvei telechu, since moisei tishmoiru, and that way you'll have this Geshmech and the Iton, you have everything that's necessary, the Gashmis, the Ruchnis. So, yes, every Yid is, as mentioned before, Bobas Eimishal Kodesh Baruch Hu. And Simcha is the biggest ruler to have Mamtik al Dinim, to have everything good. In the Binker Poslik, in the middle of the Chochet says, Tachas of Evaita and Hashem Natein, the Simcha B'tuf Leil. That Simcha is necessary, and Simcha, if Chas V'Sholom is a time of judgment, a time of death, so Avodas Hashem, the Simcha, is something that is mamtik, that sweetens, that these dinim shouldn't take place. And that's what the Rebbe said at that time, also during the Yom Kippur War, that it's a time of simcha, and the whole month of Tishrei is a time that we don't say tachnu, it's a time of simcha. Over here, we make, sometimes we're not paying attention, sometimes we think that simcha, it means become oblivious. Take 2 glasses of vodka, finish, everything is fine. In the pasuk it says, "Avadetem l'Hashem." There's nothing that creates a bigger simcha by the Eibishter than when his ben Yochid is doing what he has to do. A child can cry because he doesn't want to eat, the parents make him eat. A child cry, I don't want to go to sleep, but the parents make him go to sleep. You want to punish the child? You want to make it hard for the child? Or you want the child to be healthy, and that's what the parents want. And the Eibishter gave us a Torah, he said, I'm giving you life. B'chai to b'chaim, the Eibishter please, pick life. Yes, there's a situation that I mentioned before, no explanation. If you don't have an explanation, the Sikh of the Rebbe in Chelik Chof Dalet on Hazino, Aziv Loch, there's a thing that you have, whenever you read the Torah, you have to start with something good, you have to finish with something good. And yet, when it comes to Parshat Azino, there's some Aliyahs don't finish off with good. Some don't start with good. Speak with very techochem, very strong rebuke, and the results for that. And in the Beis Hamikdash, we used to read it not in one setting, or at least a year in one setting, so you see from the beginning to the end. In the Beis Hamikdash, you used to read it divided up into 7 weeks.
6 weeks.
So there was a week that you only heard that part of the parsha that speaks about rebuke and punishment. And the Rebbe explained, the whole sikha, the Rebbe explains, Hazinu is one big shira. Yes, we are human beings, we live in different chapters, we only see different chapters of what's happening. There's a Holocaust, that's one chapter, there's Tachletat, another chapter. There's all kinds of things that happen over here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 900 brothers and sisters, and more, and who knows, and how many wounded, and how many dead. It's another chapter. It's another chapter. The Rebbe explains that sikha, it's one shira, it's one thing that's happening that the Eibusher wants to be able to bring us to the ultimate Gula Shlema that's going to happen to us. Why there are certain chapters that we have to go through that we don't understand. It's like a child that doesn't want to go to sleep, he wants to play with his toys, he wants to race his car, put himself in danger, he doesn't know any better. The Eibusher gives directions. You have Torah mitzvahs. And they are a helmet, they are a protection. And simcha, what's more simcha by the Eibusher, the Hashem simcha, is when we show the Eibusher, although the Rebbe once cried, yes, I remember that for when the Rebbe cried, it's the mashal from I think from Magi, that the father wants to show the wisdom of his child. So he hides himself so his child would look for him. And the child searches, and the child searches, and the child searches. And he doesn't find it. And the Rebbe cried, how much patience do you expect your children are going to have? They're looking, and they're looking, and they're looking, and they want to find. And the Rebbe cried very, very strongly that time. Yes, this is part of the Hazin, it's part of the Shira. We call it the Shira. Hazin is called the Shira, that's what the Rebbe explains there in that sikha. Although there's very strong chapters which you don't understand exactly what the Shira is. But they're all part of that one big Shira that will lead up to something which goes beyond. You can't even imagine what it's going to lead up to. Yes, right now it's a bitter chapter. But the way to deal with it is, as was mentioned before, although the chapter is very bitter, you have to know, Moshe Rabbeinu also asked a question. They would send Moshe Rabbeinu to go redeem the Jewish people. So Moshe Rabbeinu said, they're going to ask me, what's your name? What am I going to tell you? And the Eibusher answered, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. What exactly? The other question that Moshe said, he said, I'm Kvad Peh, I'm Kvad Loshen, he said somebody else, Tishrei, I said, Mashiach. Why do I have to go? I'm not fit for this, I'm not capable of this. So, okay, so here those questions you can relate to in a certain sense. What exactly is this question? The Rebbe once explained it. Over 80 years they lived in Israel. He used the children and put them as border in the walls. They suffered and suffered and suffered. I'm going to tell them that the Eibusher is coming, wants to redeem you. What Eibusher are you talking about? The Eibusher that let these things happen. Something that we don't have a real understanding and we can't understand, we don't want to understand. And the Eibishter said, Ehyeh, I'm with them. As much as they're suffering, I'm suffering. That's why the Eibishter revealed himself in the sneh. We're talking about Melech, Malchi, Amloch, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How does he reveal himself? He revealed himself in the sneh, in the thorn bush. That's the Eden word of sorrow. So if the Eibishter is this and he puts himself in sorrow and he's suffering together with us, so obviously there's something that goes beyond human capacity that we don't understand what exactly is going on. And the aids of how to change it and how to transform it, the Eibishter gave us the aids that Ivtu, as Hashem said. It is the Eibishter is the entire created the entire everything that exists. But all of Israel. Every single Jew has to say to himself, Ami, the whole mountain of Avaya, Nitzah, all of Eibishter is standing on me, dependent on me, depending on what I'm doing. And it's not that that's the way he set it up and then he forgets about it. That's what there's explanation. The Eibishter is involved and cares about every thought, and every talk, and every action, and what we're doing and how we're doing it. And how we are involved to care for another Yid, and to feel for another Yid, and to help another Yid, and to realize that this is not something that's happening 3,000 or 4,000 miles away. This is something that's happening to me, and my brother, my sister, my people. This is Ever Meivora. Because Kol Yisrael and Kol Achos Shleimah. What can we do about it? Here's a pellet. That the Rebbe once answered this pellet in a certain way. It's not an understanding, but it's a pellet that somehow the Eibishter wants to do something that in our minds it's impossible to do. Created matter is created matter. A robot is a robot. The Eibishter created matter and he created man, and amongst man he created Am Yisrael. And he gave Am Yisrael an ability to become shooters like HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'ma'aseh gracious, to become creators. Asher bora l'kim la'asos, the sakin, that we have to fix and fill in things, and that was left for us. And this is what causes the simcha. Is there a simple example? This we could understand. Is there a bigger simcha by parents than when they see how their children are becoming everything it could be, beyond their imagination, and they're doing something that they themselves didn't realize that they could accomplish. The Eibishter is talking about Reisa Bor Almer. He gave us a Torah, and in that Torah there is the secret of how Yidden that come even before Torah can reach a level that goes beyond the human capacity, beyond Nivra, and become a Shutah like HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and to bring something. To bring the second Olam Machal Shin Dalet Yud that we can bring Mashiach now. In order for this to happen, there's certain things we don't understand. This what be happening, what this accomplishment that the Eibishter gave us, the capability that the Eibishter gave us. We don't understand that either, and therefore it's impossible also for us to understand all the chapters of Azinu of what's exactly is going on over here. But the Eibishter begs, Ubacharta v'chayim, choose life. Choose, and the way I'm giving you life is, in whoever said, Eibishter begs, please. And that way you have life, and you have everything. That way, it's not only that I'm helping myself, I'm helping my family, I'm helping my neighborhood, I'm helping my city, I'm helping Klal Yisrael. Each mitzvah that we do, every word of Torah that we learn, every mitzvah that we do, every penny of tzedakah that we give, every davening and tefillah that we say, every kapitel tefillah that we say, is something that gives strength that goes beyond our imagination, and that we can't really understand. Just like we can't understand the tragedies, we can't understand the pluses that the Eibishter is accomplishing with us. And this is a message. I did something, it pains me, you don't have an understanding of this pain. It pains the Eibishter, but He wants to accomplish that we should be everything that we're able to be. Let's join by showing the Eibishter that Tanya, it says that a smart son, when he gets beaten, and he understands his father is an Over Rachamon, and he understands that his father loves him, and that what he does he's doing for some reason, even though he doesn't understand it, he can't understand, it's beyond his understanding, but it's coming from the Over Rachamon, it's coming from the Father that is the Rachamon, that is Oiv, it loves you and it loves with a love more than you can imagine. So yes, it's pain, and we have to scream out of pain. That's part of the mitzvah of tefillah. The Eibishter gave us a mitzvah of tefillah. That when there's pain, scream out and ask, and everything should change, and everything should be betuv v'nir v'nigul. So let's strengthen ourselves, let's elevate ourselves, let's go to beyond our imagination of the strength that the Eibishter is giving us to reveal the very etzem and the sharma, the very essence of our soul, which is connected with the very essence of the Eibishter, that together we will go ahead and do that what has to be done so that the Gula Shema should become the Korban Mamish. Amen.